For many years, California was the undisputed #1 cannabis market on the legal and legacy side, but the #2 slot was always up for grabs. Well, now a new state has grabbed that runner up spot. Drum roll. You can do it on your own. It's Arizona with $1.6 billion in sales revenue in 2021. That also generated $221.3 million in cannabis tax revenue for the state. Well, both of those figures are supposed to be passed once the 2022 numbers are released. And so far, that state is averaging about $22 million in tax revenue generated for the first 9 months of 2022. As for California, they are still #1, now at over $7 billion of legal sales of cannabis, the biggest market in the world. As for one of the other legal West Coast states, here's Josh Kincaid with the Washington State Report.
I'm Josh Kincaid from the Talking Hedge with the Washington State Cannabis Report for Weed Talk News. Presentations on public health surveys by researchers from Canada and Oregon gave the Liquor and Cannabis Board insight into how Washington's system compares to other legal cannabis jurisdictions. So dried flower is the most commonly used product in Washington State, with 71% of consumers preferring flower. Edibles came in second, 64% of survey respondents citing edibles as their go-to cannabis product. And rounding out, number 3 is vape carts at 46%. Notice concentrates isn't there at all. Every time I go into a store and ask budtenders what their favorite product is, what's the #1 product being sold, it's very, very rarely concentrate, which I find interesting. But looking at the significance of what all that means, it probably doesn't help farmers' cause when they claim to have high taxes, since the price in Washington is 25% lower than that of the legacy market. In 2021, for example, the price of dried flower reported by consumers in Washington was only $7.38, lower than the U.S. average on the underground market of $9.17. So this can create some diversion, especially during difficult economic times. An investment strategy known as arbitrage is when investors simultaneously buy and sell an asset in different markets and take advantage of that price difference and generate a profit. While price differences are typically small and short-lived, the returns can be impressive when multiplied by enough volume or frequency. So arbitrage is commonly used by hedge funds and other sophisticated investors. In this example, arbitrage is when cannabis is bought in Washington at $7.38 and gets diverted to New York for $9.94. Maybe the presentation to Washington's regulators should have been the importance of legalizing interstate commerce before incentivizing coast-to-coast cannabis arbitrage. Next week, you guys are going to find out more about Washington State's cannabis scene. But with that, we're going to have to roll up this Washington State Cannabis Report. I'm Josh Kincaid from the Talking Hedge, reporting for Weed Talk News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out.
With that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out.
Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.